Looks like our first person online is Robert Singleton. Mr. Singleton, if you can put your name on the record with any affiliation and begin your testimony, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Chair, members of the committee. My name is Robert Singleton, and I serve as the Senior Director of Policy and Public Affairs at Chamber of Progress, a tech industry association that supports inclusive innovation. I'm here today in respectful opposition to HB 217 because it would impose a driver-owned requirement for all autonomous vehicles in Alaska, which effectively would ban the use of this highly beneficial technology that stands to create new jobs, improve road safety, and improve transportation accessibility. Furthermore, by hard-coding a driver-in requirement to every commercial AV operation with no pilot program, no permit pathway, and no sunset clause, Alaska would be the only state in the country to impose such a requirement at a time when both automotive accidents and the shortage of commercial truck drivers are at an all-time high. Research shows that at least 90% of car crashes are caused by human error, mainly distracted driving and driving under the influence, both of which can be addressed with autonomous vehicles. In fact, in performing a miles-to-miles, region-to-region comparison, the 127 million autonomous vehicle miles performed last year recorded 90% fewer serious or fatal crashes, meaning that every year that the deployment of these technologies is delayed means more preventable tragedies on Alaska's roads. Rather than allowing for a performance-based path to deployment, HB 217 hard codes barriers that limit competition and delay access to technology that's already in commercial use elsewhere. Other states like Montana have enacted an AV framework that permits level 3 automation immediately and creates a rulemaking pathway for levels 4 and 5. Pennsylvania has adopted a performance-based guidelines for driverless operation in 2024, and even Louisiana has authorized driverless commercial truck operations in 2019. So these are the states that are already starting to see the economic impacts of AVs. In fact, Chamber of Progress research found that nationwide, replacing just 13% of vehicles on the road with AVs over the next 15 years would create roughly 500,000 jobs. And these positions range from software engineers, system operators, to vehicle inspectors and maintenance technicians. Our report also found that 82% of AV-related roles pay above the national median wage, and many do not require a college degree. Workers in production, maintenance, and repair can often enter with just a high school diploma or post-secondary certificate and still earn middle-class wages, with demand for skilled technicians growing as AV fleets expand. And then the topic of accessibility, for 13.2% of Alaskans living with a disability, this lack of transportation access makes it difficult to reach jobs, medical appointments, and basic services. So for Alaskans in rural areas who cannot drive, whether because of age, disability, or cost, reliable transportation is virtually inaccessible, and AVs could help improve that situation dramatically. So for these reasons, as well as many others cited in the written testimony, we would encourage you to oppose HB 217. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singleton. Can I ask where you're calling from, sir?
I'm calling from California.
Okay, thank you. And it looks like one of our members has a question for you. Representative Stutes.
Thank you, Mr. Co-Chair Aisha. Appreciate it. Through the chair. Mr. Singleton, did I hear you say that this was all autonomous vehicles? Because this legislation, if I'm mistaken, only pertains to commercial. Am I correct on that,
yes,
Mr. Chair?
This pertains to... Yeah, sorry. Through the chair, yes, this legislation only deals with commercial uses of AVs. So, just to clarify.
Through the chair.
Follow up.
Thank you. I thought I heard you indicate that it was all autonomous vehicles, which it is not. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singleton.